Welcome to this weekly macro update, a brief summary of the most recent economic data, central bank decisions, and our macro outlook. The highlight last week was clearly the US Fed Chair's Powell's speech at Jackson Hole, the Fed's annual research conference, with a very clear dovish monetary policy message. In sum, the Fed will, in the future, put more emphasis on its employment mandate and adopt a new framework for monetary policy by following an average inflation target scheme. This means that the 2% inflation objective target will be met on average over time. We know that many questions remain, however. For instance, what time frame will be used to look at a possible undershoot of this target? More fundamentally, one main question that analysts look at is the fact that in the past 10 years, the Fed did not achieve its objective to bring inflation up to its target of 2%. So why will it achieve that in the future? One implication is that the Fed will have to be even more active in financial markets, and interest rates will remain extremely low for a very long time. The next FOMC meeting on September the 16th will give us more clarity on these issues. Otherwise, in the past week, economic data were in line with an ongoing recovery. A regional assessment can be summarized as follows. First, in the US, business investment remains solid, with July core durable goods orders gaining, while personal income and spending data suggest that the US consumer is alive and kicking. What is striking is the strong housing data in America, with pending home sales rising solidly. The real estate market is helped by low interest rates, pent-up demand from earlier lockdown measures, and structural changes due to people working from home. Now looking at Europe, while the official unemployment rate rose, it remains below 8%, helped by government schemes that favor part-time work. While inflation fell, the manufacturing PMI survey suggests that those countries that are not experiencing a resurgence in COVID-19 cases, like for instance the Netherlands, Germany, but also Italy, record an expansion in their industrial activity. The situation is different in France and Spain, where the headline PMI reading fell below neutral level. Now in Switzerland, GDP growth numbers show that the Swiss economy shrank by more than 8% last quarter. This is a record slump, but overall economic activity fell by less than in other countries. Encouragingly, surveys on August activity, including the PMI and the COF leading survey, show strong activity in August. Now turning to the UK, the long-awaited speech by Bank of England Governor Bailey was clearly on the dovish side. By emphasizing the contingency of asset purchases, the bank is suggesting that asset purchases, or QE, will remain the main tool going forward. Lastly, looking at the Asia-Pacific region, in China, activity data is encouraging. In particular, the more private sector-focused Caixin survey suggests strong rises in industrial activity, with foreign orders also recovering. Overall, encouraging macro data suggests that the global recovery is on track, while central banks will remain active to keep interest rates at very low levels. Thank you for your attention.